Hi, my name's Adam Hayes. I'm standing in my garden on a bright, warm and extremely windy day. And this is a studio tour of where I work and where I spend most of my time. So let's go. Here is the studio. It's in our garden here in lovely sunny Wales on a windy and dark summer's day. It's also the school holiday, so the kids have got loads of their sports and toys and furniture. Is that? There's some shelves outside the studio suddenly appeared. But anyway, yeah, the garden's got a lot of stuff in it at the moment. If I take you inside, you can see where I sit. This is my main desk with my iMac and iPad and Wacom tablet, various cups of tea. Behind me, I have my drawing desk, and then we kind of share the studio, me and my partner Sarah. So this is her half, where lots of stuff she has to store at the moment, and this is a board that I've just painted white. I think I'm going to paint something on that eventually. And here's my sketchbook that I'm working in at the moment. Lots of random drawings and ideas and notes for projects that I'm working through at the moment. And that's my website, strategically on the screen, and the iPad next to it. Lots of drawing on the iPad these days, but also lots on that Wacom tablet there. That you can see how faded it is. It's pretty old now, but it's very reliable. Our studio's kind of full of lots of bits from projects over the years, lots of experiments. These are some shoes for Golden Goose that I drew on a couple of years ago. And lots of t-shirts and prints and frames and flags and lots of random things. Just get those shoes to balance back there. So yeah, I spend a lot of time sat in this chair, either at the computer desk or here at my drawing desk, which is where I like to create lots of little Instagram reels and videos. If I just turn my camera setup on, this is my Sony ZV-1, and I have a ring light underneath and a microphone. So I like to make these little typographic drawings here, little videos. I actually mounted this really rigid shelf on the wall, and the stand is attached to it that attaches to the camera. And that's really rigid. So when I'm drawing, you don't get any movement in the camera because it's from the desk moving. So it's pretty solid. So that's the full desk. And so when I'm on Zoom calls and video calls for projects, this is the kind of view I have behind me. Lots of pens and pen pots and paint and random projects that I'm working on. And what's that? That's a pedal spanner, because the studio is often a bit of a bicycle workshop as well. Always tends to be my mountain bike or something in here being fixed or being fettled with. This is a little area where I keep products that I sell. There's lots of patches and stickers and prints. Here's some prints in a box that I'm selling at the moment. Lots of boards as well. Lots of scrap bits of wood that I'm collecting to paint on. This big thing folds away quite neatly, but this is the light, the main light I use for lighting the videos that I make. And everything in the studio is kind of movable, including the chair, obviously. But yeah, so if I just turn this light on, this light gives a lovely kind of diffused bright light to the drawings that I'm making, creates lots of nice soft shadows, so there's nothing too harsh. I have some other lights, including the ring light there, that I kind of scatter around the area. But yeah, this is quite a nice quick setup if I've got an idea for a quick video. So yeah, that's the main setup really. These are the two desks that I switch between. Lots of sketchbooks and notes for projects I'm working on. It tends to be a bit of a mess most of the time because I'm working on so many different things. My partner, she's a collage artist, and her side is kind of a mix of her own work and lots of workshops that she runs. So there's lots of boxes storing lots of stuff at the moment. So the space is always in a bit of a transition. Thanks for watching. That's a little tour of my studio setup. This is where I like to spend most of my time hiding away, working on commercial projects, but also my own personal kind of typographic experiments and sketchbook work. It's basically where I spend most of my time just drawing, which is the thing I love to do the most. It's also where I make videos. So here at my drawing desk is where I create little reels and Instagram shorts of me drawing in the sketchbook or on paper or wherever. And trying to make interesting and creative typography. Always hand-drawn, but always exploring, making something different each time and having a bit of fun with it as well. So speaking of videos, I'm also going to be making a lot more videos in the future. So subscribe to this channel if you're into creative typography and letter forms and lettering and all that good stuff that you like to work on and incorporate into your own illustration or design work. So yeah, stay tuned and keep a lookout for those videos. This should be a lot of fun. They're taking me a long time to put together, but I'm getting there. I'll also be showing you projects I've worked on in the past for various different clients, and show you how I got to that finished work. So the process I went through, the design choices along the way, basically a bit of an insight into how I work and live projects I've had over the years. So yeah, be sure to come back and check out the channel, and I will post these videos as soon as I can. All right, let's get back to drawing. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Speak soon.